Coyote fights a lump of pitch. White Mountain Apache. Even long ago, when our tribe and animals and birds lived together near white people, Coyote was always in trouble. He would visit among the camps, staying in one for a while and then moving on. And when he stayed at Bear's Camp, he used to go over at night to the white men's fields and steal the ears off the wheat. When the white man who owned the farm found out what Coyote was up to, he trailed him long enough to locate his path into the field. Then he called all the white men to council, and they made a figure of pitch, just like a man, and placed it in Coyote's path. That night, when Coyote came back to steal wheat again, he saw the pitch man standing there. Thinking it was a real person, he said, "Gray eyes." He always talked like a Chiricahua Apache. "Get to one side and let me by. I just want a little wheat." "Get over, I tell you." The pitch man stayed where he was. "If you don't move," Coyote said, "you'll get my fist in your face. Wherever I go on this earth, if I hit a man with my fist, it kills him." The pitch man never stirred. "All right, then I'm going to hit you." Coyote struck out, but his fist stuck fast in the pitch, clear to his elbow. "What's the matter?" Coyote cried. "Why have you caught my hand? Turn loose or you'll get my other fist. If I hit a man with that one, it knocks all his wits out." Then Coyote punched with his other fist, and this arm got stuck in the pitch also. Now he was standing on his two hind legs. "I'm going to kick you if you keep holding me up, and I'll knock you over." Coyote delivered a powerful kick, and with his leg went right into the pitch and stuck. He kicked, and his long leg stuck in. "Oh, this other leg is still worse, and you're going to get it," he said. He kicked, and his leg stuck into the pitch. Now, Coyote's legs were fast in the pitch, only his tail was free. "If I whip you with my tail, it would cut you in two. So turn me loose." But the pitch man just stood there. Coyote lashed the pitch with his tail, and it got stuck also. Only his head was free, and he was still talking with it. "Why don't you hold me this way? I'll bite you in the neck and kill you. So you'd better turn me loose." When the pitch did nothing, Coyote bit into it and got his mouth stuck, and there he was. In the morning, the farmer put a chain around Coyote's neck, took him out of the pitch, and led him to the house. "This is the one who's been stealing from me," he said to his family. The white people held a meeting to discuss what they should do with Coyote. They decided to put him into a pot of boiling water and scald him. So they set the water onto heat and tied Coyote up at the side of the house. Pretty soon, Coyote saw a gray fox coming along, loafing around the farmer's yard, looking for something to steal from the white men. Coyote called over to him. "My cousin," he said, "there are lots of things cooking for me in that pot," though, of course, the pot was only heating water to scald him in. "There are potatoes, coffee, bread, and all kinds of food for me. I'll soon be done, and the white people are going to bring them to me. You and I can eat them together, but you must help me first," he said. "Can you put this chain around your neck while I go and urinate behind that bush?" Fox agreed, and taking the chain off Coyote, put it on his own neck. As soon as Coyote was out of sight behind the bush, he ran off. After a while, the water was good and hot, and the white men came out to Gray Fox. He seemed so little. What happened? He must have shrunk, I guess, they said. They lifted him up and threw him into the pot. Now, the hot water boiled his hair right off, leaving Gray Fox bright red and hairless. They took off the chain and threw him under a tree where he lay motionless until evening. When it got dark and cold, he woke up and started off. After a while, Gray Fox came to Bear's camp and asked, "Where is Coyote?" Bear replied that Coyote always went for his water to some springs above Bear's camp at midnight. So Gray Fox ran off to the springs and hid himself. Now at midnight, Coyote came out as usual to the spring, but when he put his head to the water to drink, Gray Fox jumped him. "Now I'm going to kill you and eat you," the fox said. The moon was shining from the sky down into the water, and Coyote, pointing to his reflection, replied, "Don't talk like that when we can both eat this delicious ash bread down there. All we have to do is drink all the water and we can take the bread out and have a feast." They both started to lap up the water, but as soon as Coyote was merely pretending to drink, Gray Fox drank lots, and when he was full, he got cold. Then Coyote said, my cousin, some white people left a camp over here, and I'm going to look for some old rags or quilt to wrap you up in. Wait for me." So Coyote started off, and as soon as he was out of sight, he ran away. Based on Greenville Goodwin's version in 1939.
Until then, be the frequency you want to receive, folks. And I tell you, go out there and just shove that love down their throat. That's what we're here to do. Yeah. Y'all have a good night, and I love you.